Developing now, an attorney representing Jeffrey Epstein's accusers says the financier preyed on girls while he was supposed to be serving time in jail. Epstein's 2007 plea deal has been the focus of a lot of public scrutiny. Under the agreement, Epstein slept in jail, but he was allowed to go out during the day to go to work. Well, today, an attorney says Epstein had sexual contact with girls at his office. Federal prosecutors have charged Epstein with child sex trafficking, but a new study says the prosecutors are actually filing these kinds of charges less often nationwide.
And that has some advocates concerned. They say child sex trafficking isn't less of a problem. Derek Stahl is live in our newsroom with a closer look tonight at those numbers. Derek?
Good evening. A group of researchers at Syracuse University examined sex trafficking cases over the last decade. They found a spike in prosecutions under the Obama administration and a dip under President Trump.
The case against Jeffrey Epstein is one of more than 100 new prosecutions for child sex trafficking this year. But at this rate, fiscal 2019 is on pace to have 26% fewer prosecutions than last year, according to the Transactional Records Access Clearinghouse at Syracuse. This chart shows prosecutions spiked under President Obama and have now dropped in back-to-back years under President Trump.
I just think it's harder for law enforcement, it's labor-intensive cases, to devote the resources they need when you have foreign sites that are selling our children to us. It's just gotten more complex.
Kathleen Wynn is the executive director of Project 25, whose mission is to end sexual exploitation by 2025. She says the feds may be suffering from their own success.
We had Backpage.com, and they were 80% of the world market. And a year ago, April, they were effectively shut down by the DOJ.
Some experts have attributed the decline to the Trump administration's focus on immigration and border enforcement, saying prosecutors simply have less time to handle complicated sex trafficking cases.
You have to build the case. I think it's too early to say whether or not President Trump is the one that has caused this impact.
Whatever the cause, the study found prosecutors are turning down a higher percentage of cases they're getting from the FBI and other law enforcement agencies. In the last year of President Obama, prosecutors rejected 51% of these cases. So far this year, they've rejected 61%.
Now, despite the recent drop in prosecutions, this study says long-term, the number of cases is actually up. Prosecutors are projected to bring sex trafficking charges against nearly twice as many defendants this year compared to 10 years ago. Reporting live, I'm Derek Stahl for Arizona's Family.